Ayan. Good morning. Good morning mga ka-YouTuber. Eto, a very good morning. Magkape tayo with SpongeBob. Yes. Ayan. Ngayon pinag-uusapan namin yung school hunting sa mga grade 10 especially. Ano ba yung difference ng American curriculum tsaka British curriculum? Ay, nako. Eto. Okay lang ba sa inyo? Hindi ako nakaayos. So, ganito lang tayo. Real talk tayo with Mami Sha. So, na-found out namin, especially sa mga nanay dyan, ng mga tatay, to all the parents out there, dapat very, very aware about the standards and the curriculum of your children, of the schools where they are attending to. Kasi, like, tayo, syempre, Pilipinas naman tayo, di ba? Hindi naman natin alam yung mga American, British curriculum. So, ayan. Nag-school hunting kami for Erich kasi year 9 na siya. And we were so, confused yung sa mga curriculums na yan. Especially that she's studying in a Indian school. So, in the beginning kasi, we thought that the school where she's at is British curriculum. So, ganito pala yan. Kapag ka Indian at saka British curriculum, pareho sila ng standard. Which I think is, in a different setup. Kasi, ang Indian curriculum, very strict sila, very hard talaga. So, minsan, naawa na din ako dun sa anak ko kasi very academic sila. Although she's coping up, maganda naman yung kanyang grade. Pero syempre, may mga particulars like sciences and math especially. So, yung science niya naapektuhan na kasi athlete student kasi siya. So, she don't have any time to study during the week. So, papasok ng 7 o'clock, uuwi ng 1 o'clock, kakain for lunch. Tapos at 3 o'clock, we have to leave kasi 4 o'clock yung start ng training niya until 7. So, makakauwi na kami ng mga mga 7:30. Depende pa kung magda-dine out kami. So, pag magda-dine out kami, makakauwi na kami 9 o'clock. So, makakatulog na yan 10 o'clock. So, talagang very tired na ang bata. So, wala nang panahon para mag-aral except Fridays and Saturdays. So, ayun nga, nag-school hunting kami kasi na-found out namin na American curriculum pala is mostly based on projects. So, parang sa atin, they are more into execution, application of the theory. Yun yung assessment nila, yun yung mga evaluations nila sa grading. Ang British curriculum ay kakaiba. Sila ay more on assessments and evaluation through examinations. So, kailangan talaga na magkaroon ka ng A-level, magkaroon ka ng AS level, tapos iba din yung kanilang parang board exam. Yung sa atin nun, yung parang NCEE, yung mga kapanahunan natin, na ngayon ay SAT na, sa kanila ay GCSE, CBSE naman sa Indian, tapos IB, mga ganun ba ang klase? So, kailangan maging aware kayo dyan. And ganito pa, ito very important. Kung galing kayo sa British curriculum, pag inilipat nyo ang mga anak ninyo, magre-repeat sila ng grade. For example, like my kid, like my daughter, she's she's done with grade 9. So, dapat grade 10 na, di ba? So, since she's in a British curriculum, kailangan sa British curriculum ko din siya ipapasok. Kasi kapag ka sa American curriculum, ang equivalent nung grade 10 niya is grade 9. So, parang ang mangyayari, di ba, magre-repeat siya ng grade 9. Although sinabi naman nung registrar na kapag inilipat namin siya at mag-grade 9 siya ulit, because of the equivalency, easier na yun sa kanya kasi ang British curriculum nga is more on examination. So, for her, it will be like, but we're not into that kasi sayang yung oras, sayang yung panahon, sayang yung edad niya, sayang din yung pera. That's the most. Alam mo naman na magpaaral dito sa abroad, hindi naman libre, di ba? Unlike sa Amerika, makakahanap ka ng public school. Dito, may public school pero for Arab lang kasi syempre mga Arab speaking sila. So, ang medium of communication in their public schools is of course Arabic. So, marami namang private dito. So, ayun nga, school hunting kami and we found out one good school for her and she'll start in September. But then again, you need to understand also that some schools, they have compulsory year 13, like in Cambridge. But in Edison, where I enrolled my daughter, until 12 lang. Kasi hindi naman siya pa compulsory as per the Ministry of Education here in Qatar. But then, in Cambridge School, meron na silang year 13, compulsory yon sa kanila. Pero sa ibang school, hindi naman. So, same thing with American school, hanggang year 12 lang din sila. So, di ba? So, ito kailangan yung malaman kasi it's very difficult to find a school and then repeat, and then of course the children will be like, gonna get bored because again, instead of being promoted or advanced to the next level, ay magre-repeat na naman sila. So, kape ulit. Kaya, kailangan na maintindihan ninyo to, lalo na dito sa Qatar, okay? So, kung pag-aaralin niyo yung inyong mga anak to conclude, kung gusto niyo ng Philippine school, doon na sa Philippine school until the end. Kung gusto niyo sa British curriculum, doon na until the end. Kung gusto niyo sa American curriculum, talagang from the beginning until the last graduation nila sa grade 12, doon pa rin sa ganong curriculum. Kasi it's very important that you understand not to waste your time, your money the most. Yeah? So, again, this is your Mommy Sharon. Hi, SpongeBob! Okay? So, I hope na nakatulong ako sa mga mommy out there. And do you have anything to say? Yo, Bangis? He's laughing at me. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe po. If you wanted any more like questions or comments down below, okay, just click the comment like, and then kung meron kayong gustong pag-usapan natin, then pag-usapan natin, okay? May sumisingit dito. Like and subscribe, yan. Ayun daw, Rich Vlog 10. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan, okay? Bye, everyone. Have a blessed morning. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below. Okay? Thanks.